What's going on, guys? I am Tompo.
And I'm Sonicfan, and welcome to myself and Tompo's Top 10 SNES games. It's taking you long enough to get this shit together, man.
Oh, give me a break, man. The task of picking only 10 wonderful games for the SNES is no easy feat. I've had to play some of your suggestions. I'm also very lazy.
Well, I'm just glad to be finally getting on with it. So what have we got first?
I thought you were coming up with the list.
Oh, come on! I already told you my favorites. I swear, I was so
Relax. I have the list and the script right here.
Did you not type this up? How the hell am I supposed to see it?
I've taken a photo and I'm sending it to you now.
Oh, sweet! I can see it. Man, your handwriting sucks. I don't think I can make this out. Surfer Feet Letter 2 The Dude Challenge?
That would be an awesome game, but no. Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers.
Oh, good call, man. Street Fighter 2 is arguably the most famous one-on-one fighting game of all time, alongside Mortal Kombat.
When it was originally released in early '91, it kicked off the arcade renaissance of the '90s.
It was so popular, they brought out updated versions of the game. Super Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers is by far my favorite Street Fighter game. It has it all in terms of gameplay, graphics, and sound. But even though they had to degrade it all slightly to fit on the SNES cartridge, it comes out really well.
This game brought the total fighters up to 16 by introducing 4 new characters. Cammy, the young blonde Special Forces hotness from England.
That ass, possibly the finest ass in fighting game history. Just look at it. Look at the gloriousness.
Okay, man. Maybe it's time we move to the next character, yeah?
Fei Long, a Bruce Lee inspired character and movie star who wants to test his skill against real opponents.
You win!
DJ, a kickboxing Jamaican who enters a fighting competition in a bid to find the new sound. Wait, what?
And T-Hawk, an indigenous Mexican who had to fight back to take his homeland.
Ha! And I always thought T-Hawk was a Native American.
Well, technically he is. It's all the same island.
But the Mexicans are native Mexicans, aren't they?
Dude, they speak Spanish. You know, from Spain.
Wow! Entertaining and educational. We've got it all in this video.
That is why everyone needs to play this game. You get to beat the shit out of people and learn something while you're doing it.
I can't wait to see what fantastic knowledge we'll get in our next game.
How did you sneak this one into the list?
Pluck was always here, Sonic fan. You just misread it. Plus, we need something in our list that's not in anybody else's. And I freaking love this game!
Yeah, sure, I get it. It's fun, it's bright and colorful, but surely not one of the best ever SNES games.
Diverse platforming action, a wacky setting with odd-looking enemies, a lead character who deals with them by launching his limbs at them. Come on, man, this game has it all.
I must agree, I have found it entertaining, if not unreasonably hard and difficult. I mean, you pick the easier difficulty and you get half of a game. But to even get that half of the game completed on the regular difficulty is difficult.
But it's doable. And challenging. And how awesome is the freaking music, man? Oh, and Grandpappy Block. It's got to be number 1 on the list. Thanks, man. I needed that.
Yes, it's good, and yes, it has a lot of different things, but there are just a few things I don't like. The difficulty at times was a bit much, and it was a long game without any save function. How can you play a game without a simple save function? It's ridiculous.
And... oh, come on, Sonic fan. That ain't gonna cut the mustard.
Is that a British phrase?
Apparently so. Look, Block was an underappreciated legend of a game. It was tough, yes, but it was a game with huge versatility and it gave you a whopping sense of control over Block. You had multiple jump heights, multiple forms of jumps. Power-ups only ever gave you a boost but were hardly, if ever, required. The only thing stopping you from completing this game was your skill. And your mother's ability to lose her shit over you leaving the console all day while you were at school and switching it off. Every freaking time!
Well, we live in the world of emulation. You could just use save states and complete it that way, providing you have the skills.
Oh, sorry, I was too distracted by the amazing and imaginative visuals and epic music that took full advantage of the sound chip.
Okay, I think it's time we move on before you whip it out. Oh god, dude, no, we're moving on! For the love of God, there are kids watching this countdown! Hey Tompo, do you remember the good old days of Konami?
Who doesn't? Konami at one time were the king of games, sitting on their throne of games.
Yes, they were, and they made one of the best game series ever, and my favorite one for the SNES, Super Castlevania 4.
This was easily the best of the bunch by some way, allowing for an entirely new feature to the franchise of multi-directional whip action.
I say whip it.
Don't forget that impressive dangle.
It was an impressive dangle, and it doubles up as a shield to flick enemy projectiles clean out of the sky.
Whip it good.
I need some explaining though. Why is it that the hearts in this game gave you ammo for your secondary fire but not your health?
That's an excellent question, Sonicfan.
Well... Tompo.
You know what does piss me off? You go hell for leather on Dracula, and then, after it looks like you killed him, the glass breaks in the background and sunlight is instead the victor. I mean, come on! That was my kill,
You
motherfucker!
still didn't answer my question, dude.
Hey, Sonicfan, look over there!
Huh, what? What? Where? What?
Now, this is a game that doesn't have any heart-based weaponry.
Oh man, I love this game. I would go over to my friend's house all the time just to play this bad boy.
There is no greater feeling than hitting those mean streets and distributing mayoral justice!
Did you know that this was originally lined up as a Street Fighter sequel? It was promoted as Street Fighter 89, almost right up to its arcade release. It got changed due to the fact that there was some concern that it was too dissimilar from the original.
It was a good call. Street Fighter got an epic follow-up, and we got mayoral justice. The best kind of justice.
The only downside to this was that it was only single player when it hit the SNES. A tragedy that at least was fixed for the sequel.
Mayoral Justice 2.
What is with you and the mayoral justice?
I'll show you mayoral justice.
You don't know pain. Too pissed off the mayor.
Let's move on, shall we?
Hang on a minute, Earthbound? Did this even come out in the land of the T-Swillers?
No, it did not! Suck on that, England!
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
So I'm gonna have to do some research on this then.
Nah, man, I can take care of this. There's really no need.
You're too late, Sonicfan. You're reading words off a script that was written after I not only researched it, but played it as well.
Well, that's poppycock. Wait, fuck, I'm not saying that, dude.
You already have. Welcome to Time Travel, Sonicfan.
What?
Earthbound is a second game in the Mother series, a series that was only ever a series in Japan, and it sucked huge dick. It was slow, the graphics were fucking horrendous, it was repetitive, and the only reason it did well in Japan was because it was released as Mother 2. I mean, what the fuck is the idea of releasing a sequel first and expecting people to love it?
You're dead wrong, man. Earthbound is a classic. It's easily one of the best games ever made for the SNES, and a game I would love to play again.
Yeah, well, tough, because I've played it now.
Are you naming your favorite food as pussy?
I can't think of any good puns, and I'm sure this will be funny later. Anyway, I've got my criticisms out of the way, because this game suffered from a great issue, and it was all of the things I just said. Reviewers were given limited time to look at the game, they have schedules to keep up with, and on paper, the game was awful. The SNES and the Mega Drive were at full power with the console wars reaching their peak. Everything was important, graphics, sound, speed. Earthbound had none of it. Well, that's not true. It sounded awesome.
You're really missing the point, man. This game was an RPG classic. I will admit, it takes a while to get started, but it is just so very good. The story is amazing, the characters and dialogue are very well done, and it's got some really humorous bits in.
I still can't think of any good puns. And all of this is well and good, man, but it's not for me. I would argue there are many better RPGs on the SNES, but I don't know. Maybe it's because it's Stranger Things that's going off now, but something about this game really has me tied down. I don't know. Also, do you not find it weird how, because your health ticks down, you can be sneaky and kill stuff before it rolls round to 0?
That's a cool feature, man. Look, NES is in Smash Brothers for a reason.
Yeah, because the game was made in Japan and was popular to fans of the Mother series. I think we'll be disagreeing on this one, Sonic fan. Now go away, I need to play it some more.
Super Metroid, I like it.
Hang on, I've got it! Earthbound. And gagged.
Wow, really? You suck. It took you this long to come up with a joke for Earthbound?
Hey man, I tried. This game, man. This is the creme de la creme of sci-fi platformers. Easily my favourite of the genre and the series. It's just a work of art.
Progressive upgrades, high-speed gameplay, multi-directional shooting, puzzles, awesome boss fights. It's really hard to be critical of it as a game. It is very well made.
As usual, we play as Samus on her continuing battles against the Metroid and Space Pirates. And of course, Samus has an unfortunate encounter with the Metroid lava and loses all of her fancy powers, only to get a whole host of powers before the game ends.
Atmospheric sound, graphics, and creatures really make this game replayable, and it's still played regularly not only by retro gamers, but also for speedruns. It's a game that just doesn't age, and with it, it has to be considered not just one of the greatest games on the SNES, but perhaps one of the greatest games of all time.
There really is little that needs saying. Just play it. There is not a single person alive who should go without playing the game. Just look at it. It was so good, they managed to go 8 years without releasing Metroid Fusion, for Christ's sake.
There is no one who can complain about graphics for this game. Look how glorious it is.
Too true. This game was one of the biggest projects on the SNES, and finally brought Donkey Kong back to the forefront of Nintendo's mascot line.
Well, he's really not in the game that much, is he?
He's the main character. Wait. Fuck no, the second one? Are you crazy? The original Donkey Kong Country is a masterpiece. Better music, better sound, better level design.
Nah, you're thinking of the second one. And Dixie is much better to play as than Donkey. I mean, her hair is a freaking helicopter! It spins!
I'll have some of what you're smoking, man, because you're clearly flying.
What
Right,
you got
the
to
only good
know
thing about Donkey
is that
Kong
this
2
game
is the
is
fact that
much
they had the
better,
stuff from the
having
first
had the
game just to
success of Donkey
paste
Kong
in.
Country
They didn't need to work
What's going on, guys?
so
Master Wayne here.
everything was
I am the
like
chief
you're
editor at the middle of us,
That's right, I've watched
and I'm so
Donkey Kong
sorry
Country.
about these two. See, they don't have a lot of experience in the field of the SNES, which begs the question why I gave them the project to begin with.
Tickets to America right now, and I'm coming for you.
Anyway, why are they arguing over which game is better, Donkey Kong Country 1 or Country 2? Now you see, I've always been partial to the third one. You see, for me, personally, it's just a better game. It's an all-round, awesome game. It's got better music. It's just better in every sense of the word. It takes what was great about Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 and brought it all together for the third one. Now, I have to make an executive decision, being the editor and all. So, my decision is this.
Hold the fucking phone, Wayne. I think you're making a mistake. Maybe everyone is right. Maybe there's just no real way to figure out which of the three is the best. You have to go with the trilogy.
Now you see, I don't know. What do you think, Tibbs?
It's good, but it's not the last of us.
Yeah, thanks for that. See, they've already made the video. There's not a lot I can do.
Just dub the word trilogy. No one will ever know.
Cheers, Morris. It's a great idea. I'll try and make it seamless.
I tell you to endure.
Enjoy the rest of the
That's how
video.
we do it in England, motherfucker. You know what you're talking about. Okay, fine. Are we in agreement?
I think we are.
Awesome. Donkey Kong Country
Trilogy.
was a technical masterpiece, a true example of what you can achieve with the SNES, and a real pleasure to play alone or with a friend.
Donkey Kong Country
Trilogy.
is a beautiful looking game with slick graphics, epic music, and sound effects. Also, responsive controls and well-designed boss fights.
Trilogy.
Easily the best of the three.
I agree. I'm glad that we settled on
Trilogy.
instead of
Trilogy.
Can you imagine if we chose
Trilogy.
Ha! Man, that would have been stupid.
This list is a real RPG fest, ain't it?
Well, the SNES was at its best with RPGs. There was such an epic choice of them. It was just hard to pick games that aren't RPGs.
I feel that. It was a good time for RPGs, relaxing on graphical and speed-based prowess for a more studied and tactical approach. Saves on technology, but not on gameplay.
Secret of Mana is, however, an exception to the rule. A real-time action RPG, which requires not just good use of numbers and stats, but also requires great skill. This isn't turn-based. This is real-time, baby, and it rules!
It also had co-op play, something very rarely seen in RPGs, which was always great, because you didn't have to play it alone and tell your friends how good it was. You could invite them round for harmless homoerotic experimentation, and let them play the game with you as well.
Exactly, you get a few of your guys around. Wait, what? That's not how I remember it at all.
Really? Oh, well, yeah, just the last part then.
Okay, yeah, so anyway, this game had some legendary music, but of course it did. It was Squaresoft, and it was a really beautiful to look at too.
Good looking sprites, high speed action and RPG elements. It's just a shame the AI sucks sometimes, but it's still an epic game and an easy number 3.
Do you remember the times where everyone knew you were rescuing Zelda, and you played Link?
Speak for yourself, I played as Derek.
Well, anyway, this game rules, as do all Legend of Zelda games. I mean, my personal favorite was Ocarina of Time because I grew up with it, but that's another list for another day.
Mine's Link's Awakening. I put an unholy amount of hours into the game, and I always had a bag full of batteries to play through it. But that does not detract anything from this offering. Awakening was the first Zelda I played, but this is vastly superior.
Puzzle solving, critter crushing, key finding, shield blocking, bomb throwing, sword spinning action! Puzzle solving, critter crushing, key finding, shield blocking, bomb throwing, sword spinning action! And a nice storyline too, if I might add, even if the game doesn't fuck around and just throws you in at the deep end.
That's the best way, really. The game speaks for itself and should be in everyone's collection. Okay, so with you being an RPG nut and me being more about platformers, we were never going to agree on this one.
That's true, so how do we handle this?
Right, there's 2 of us, so we can have 2 number 1s. I'll let you go first.
My number 1 favorite Super Nintendo game of all time, Chrono Trigger, is an incredible RPG with amazing characters drawn by Dragon Ball Z creator Akira Toriyama. It is a timeless adventure that is definitely worth going on. Ha! See what I did there? I made a time pun. You see what? Ha! Puns. Time. Get it? Because this game deals with time. Get it? No? Puns! This game deals with time travel and the various time periods that you have to go to stop Lavos from destroying and taking over the entire world. There are multiple endings that can happen depending on which characters survive and which characters die. For example, if the main character Chrono dies, there's an ending for that. There are many great characters that you meet along the journey. You control Chrono, of course, as the main character, but then you meet Luca, the scientist, Marl, the princess of the Zeo Kingdom, Robo, a robot from the far future, Magus, a dark mage who was evil at first but becomes your ally later on in the game, Frog, a knight from the Middle Ages who was once human but got turned into a frog by Magus himself after killing his friend Cyrus. And last but not least, Ayla, a cave woman from 65 million BC. The cast of diverse characters, gameplay, and the well-written story is what makes Chrono Trigger my #1 Super Nintendo game of all time. It has the kind of story that will pull you in and immerse you into the wonderful world of Chrono Trigger for many hours. It is definitely a game that will be played for many years to come, and one that gamers will enjoy until the end of time. Chrono Trigger is definitely a certified Super Nintendo classic.
Yeah, it was always going to be Mario World. I've put more time, more effort and more love into this game than any other SNES game, and I can still play it on a random whim, even in this fucked up world of high-powered supercomputers capable of playing games that make Mario World look puny in comparison. I'll still find myself here. The controls are smooth, the gameplay's solid, the levels will make you think, there's a ton of awesome secrets to find, the graphics are crisp and cartoony, and really bring Nintendo's frontman out. The music is excellent and really fits in with the level's styles. The fact you get a beat as well when you ride Yoshi is awesome. I could literally ride Yoshi for the whole game just to get that beat going. Oh yeah! The levels are diverse enough to be unique, but not too stressful of a challenge, unless of course you decide to complete Star Road. These levels were sent to test you. Make no mistake on that. Nintendo doesn't want you here, so fuck off. Do something else. Get an air rifle and shoot cats or something. Just leave this place well alone. No, I'm gonna fucking do it this time. Come on. But yeah, it's worth it to transform the colours of Dinosaur Land and fight Koopas who now walk around in little wooden Mario costumes. It's cool!
Well, that was our list. We hope you have enjoyed.
If you have any thoughts on our choices, then tell us in the comments. And if you really enjoyed yourself, click on the subscribe button and like the video. If we know what's liked, we can make more of it.
In the meantime, let's have a look at some honorable mentions.
Is it not tradition to do this before we show the #1 game?
Yes, but then people see what isn't #1.
Ah, okay, good call.